I think heartbreak changes people in ways they don't talk about. Not just romantic heartbreak, the heartbreak of abandonment, betrayal, losing friendships, losing trust, losing the version of yourself that once believed life would turn out differently. Sometimes heartbreak doesn't just wound you, it rewrites you. And the strange part is, people can look completely normal afterwards. They still go to work, still laugh, still post online, still answer messages. But internally, something has changed. Welcome back to the Midnight Perspective. Tonight I want to talk about the people we become after heartbreak. I think heartbreak feels so painful because it kills more than relationships. It kills expectations. The future you imagined, the memories you thought you'd keep forever, the safety you felt with someone. And sometimes it kills innocence. There's a version of yourself that exists before certain pain, before betrayal, before abandonment, before disappointment. And after those moments, you're not exactly the same person anymore. I think that's why heartbreak can feel almost spiritual, like something inside you was torn open. People always say time heals everything. I don't fully believe that. I think time teaches you how to carry things. Some pain never fully leaves. You just learn how to live beside it. And honestly, I think some people become colder after heartbreak because warmth once hurt them. I think emotional walls are usually built by disappointed hope. Nobody is born emotionally unavailable. People become guarded. After enough pain, vulnerability starts to feel dangerous. Some people adapt. They stop opening up fully, stop trusting quickly, stop expressing emotions honestly. Some people disappear emotionally without even realizing it. And I think one of the saddest things is when someone still deeply wants love, but no longer believes it's safe. So they push people away before attachment becomes real, or they act emotionally detached, or they pretend not to care. But usually underneath emotional distance is fear. Fear of being abandoned again, fear of being replaced, fear of not being enough. I think heartbreak teaches people survival mechanisms, some healthy, some destructive. And unfortunately, pain can make unintentionally hurt others. Because wounded people often love defensively. I think one of the hardest parts about heartbreak is the silence afterward, the absence. You get used to somebody existing in your daily life, their voice, their presence, their routines, and then suddenly they're gone. And the world keeps moving away. That part always feels strange to me. How life continues while your heart is trying to understand what happened. I think loneliness becomes louder after emotional connection. Because once someone truly reaches your heart, ordinary solitude feels heavier. You start noticing empty spaces, songs feel different, cities feel different, night times feels different. Even ordinary memories become emotional landmines. A restaurant, a song, a street, a photograph, and suddenly you're grieving again. Photography made me think differently about memory. Every photograph is proof of something existed. A moment, a feeling, a person. And sometimes I think heartbreak hurts because memories don't disappear when people do. You still remember how certain moments felt. The late night conversations, the laughter, the feeling of closeness. And honestly, I think humans struggle to let go because love leaves fingerprints on the soul. That's why certain people stay with us emotionally long after they leave physically. Not because we're weak, but because connection matters. I think modern culture acts like emotional attachment is embarrassing, like caring deeply makes you foolish. But personally, I think the ability to love deeply is one of the most human things about us. Heartbreak also changes the way people think about God, because pain creates questions. Questions like, why did this happen? Why did they leave? Why do some prayers feel unanswered? And honestly, faith can become difficult during emotional suffering. Because when your heart breaks, silence from heaven can feel unbearable. But I think some of the deepest spiritual growth happens in painful seasons. Not because suffering is beautiful, but because suffering strips away illusion. Pain reveals what people truly depend on. And sometimes heartbreak exposes idols we didn't realize existed. Sometimes we expect another person to heal wounds only God can reach. I think love between humans is important, but humans cannot carry the weight of being someone's entire source of meaning. Eventually they will fail, because people are imperfect. But grace stays. And honestly, there are moments in my life where faith was the only thing keeping me emotionally alive. Not certainty, not happiness, just hope. I think healing is complicated because part of healing means learning from pain without becoming emotionally numb. And that's difficult, especially when the world rewards detachment. People say things like, never care too much, never trust too deeply, never get attached. But honestly, I don't think becoming colder is true healing. I think true healing is remaining soft in a hard world. Still loving, still believing, still having empathy. After pain tried to take those things from you. That takes real strength. I think bitterness feels powerful temporarily, but eventually it poisons the person's carrying it. And I don't want heartbreak to turn me into someone incapable of love. Maybe heartbreak is proof that something mattered. Maybe grief exists because connection was real. And maybe loving deeply was never weakness. Maybe it was courage. Because in a world where people hide emotionally, choosing vulnerability is brave. Even when it hurts. Even when it doesn't last forever. I think some people would rather never love deeply than risk pain. But personally, I think a life without deep feeling would be far emptier. Thank you for spending this night with me. If your heart is carrying something heavy right now, I hope you remember that pain is not the end of your story. This is the Midnight Perspective. And sometimes, the people we become after heartbreak are stronger, wiser, and more human than before.